Johnson, she's one of the recent players to move over to the Mystics and be signed on for the Atlanta bench just now, and we'll see if that energy will translate on the court, the starting five. Mystics coming in at 3-7 on the season. Remember, they started out strong, winning 3 straight, dropped the last 7. Williams and Benijah Laney to be their offensive juggernaut for tonight. Atkins on the floor, Mieseman coming up with it and up ahead. That one saved by Hines Allen, and Mitchell comes back to slow things down. Mitchell looking for a shot, aces this past Saturday. Dietrich to 3. Dietrich has really stepped in nicely, taking on that point guard role, and wherever she's been, it has nicely.
She's at 34 coming into the game in the last 3. So she's been in the starting role. She's had an opportunity. She's exactly what you're talking about.
Atlanta, and now they have an opportunity to tie it instead. The turnover, good defense there from Atkins. The scoop layup won't go. The putback from Hines Allen.
Watch this right here. Laney kicks it off her foot. Atkins with a great hustle play, gets it high on the glass, and watch Myisha Hines Allen.
6 players talked about their 3 days rest is soaking up the break. So fresh leg. Over to Mitchell. Hines Allen looking to be.
Watch how she moves when she catches the ball. She doesn't wait before the ball gets in her hands and then move. When she gets a full head of steam like that, no one's stepping in to take a charge.
The rookie out of Ryder was picked up off the waivers from Phoenix. Back the other way. Contested 3 for Courtney Williams.
Courtney doesn't make a lot of threes, and she doesn't really take a lot.
That was most evident in their last game against Chicago, but the key cog here is Courtney Williams. She's extremely important,
so they can be more efficient.
Glory Johnson, her first action in the ball game, offensive with the rebound. Nice cut, Laney, and good recognition. Joined Atlanta this offseason. Glory Johnson.
No, it's off. Makes a play.
Numbers for Atlanta. Just over a minute to go in the first quarter. First action from Shug Sutton.
She is still considered I would say small, just because of her skill set. At 6'4", she has some size, but because she faces
games because of international obligations out of Belgium, as she gets her own rebound, the pass to Tiana.
That aggressive, high energy, high motor that we know Glory Johnson can play with. You know, she's had time to work the lather, and she just needs to get her confidence. I know Mike Peterson's a really good golfer. He's an assistant for her. He's played my course before, and I know.
Course to fill in that 4th slot. Who would you pick?
I think it'd have to be somebody that was an incredible shot.
Stella Johnson made the 3 ball the last trip down the floor for the Mystics to give them the lead. She's going for it
on the W.
Here, locked it, placed in there for the rebound, and then the quick turnover. Running the floor
to the young players, right? I mean, you know, we still have half the season to go, but all of these players are bringing some young players in is to give them a chance. They didn't really get training camp due to COVID. Shug Sutton certainly one of those that benefit from it, and Stella Johnson at a D1 level. The runner off the glass with
you pointed out and spun it forward and saying, hey, let's take a look at these players who are filling in those roles on a platform, and they're ready for that moment. They step into it.
I don't hear the players complaining about fatigue or the back-to-backs. I hear the players
had a good first half of the season. Tries to go for that rebound.
And she performed for Jose Fernandez and could really play.
And like you said, just bring. And Atkins, who's been money from 3, passes it in. 5 to go on the shot clock. Hines Allen in her 17 minutes. She's got 13 points. On the offensive rebound, the mid-range.
Spent 2, 3, 4 days going to practice, watching a player in all different settings. Story. I mean, think about it, Tiffany. She didn't even score 1,000 points in high school and only got motivation for every young player out there.
She was signed on August 13th. Her minutes.
She's going to grade out to an A+ so far. When Mike Tebow looks at the film for the 4th quarter, so your decision making will really be important.
Eastman, you know, one of the things she talked about was just trying to be more patient in this second half.
Every game this season, Tiffany.
Yes.
See,
Ryan yet to score in this 3rd quarter. That tip may have been deflected to more of. They're taking a high volume of shots, but also wanting Courtney Williams to be efficient. Meanwhile, Maisha
rejects the screen, still gets a good look.
Hines Allen with great position.
Hands here. Watch Maisha Hines Allen catch and shoot. You don't really need to help Elizabeth Williams on the post with Miesemann, but that leaves a label of scoring at the rim, both capable of the trail 3. Maisha Hines Allen buries Banaj Delaney in the rim for 2. Yet they trail in the game. You don't see that happen very often. It's a
wonderful in the traffic. Courtney Williams able to get out of the jam.
See, this is where Banaj Delaney needs to pass it. She's already dribbled it.
That's what they say, the ball gets sticky.
Stuck.
You get stuck, yeah.
Right. Washington gets whatever they want, and this is just a great take from the pinch.
Where he wanted to be. You mentioned early on, you know, opened up with winning the first 3 games, have dropped their last 7, but he says, you know what, I am looking for the long from the floor. Again, she's one of those great stories as well as you watch her play. Courtney Williams asking for a little help. It's tied up, Laney. Ball fake by 6. Williams finds Laney, who had plenty of time to shoot the 3, decides to pass it up. Good ball movement, unselfish play, and Monique Billings with the 2. Here's Leilani Mitchell back the other way, the hoop and the hole.
50 from 3, and Washington shooting 50.
Keep that dribble going. Here she is, one of the active leaders in 3-point shots. Doesn't go, but that's okay, because Tiana
on the weak side. Leilani Mitchell.
Get tired of hearing go-go, you know, because you're talking the DMV area. Go-go's big guardable, according to her coach. Just so explosive, so we hope for a quick recovery.
Which was 5th in the league when she got hurt. Of course, now her averages dropped down to 17 because she only played a game. Then she got hurt. I believe we were on the call for that. We were on the call for both Kennedy Carter and Sabrina Ionescu's injuries.
Unconventional ways that players are having to absorb information in the wobble. Atlanta trying to cut in to this lead.
And 2 rebounds.
Mitchell
for years. She's such a good player, understands personnel. I call it the 3 W's of a good point guard.
Here's Hines, really poked away. Here's Williams over to Laney, Banaj Delaney. And look at the black jerseys going for the ball tonight. Atlanta wants to see more of that.
Offensively.
I mean, all starters for the Mystics are in double figure. She has been an amazing story thus far, and tonight she hasn't disappointed as Laney on this says, look, we got juice too. We got game as well. Right into the hands of Monique Billings, and this is a great opportunity to cut it. Leilani Mitchell trying to... Atkins, and there's Hines Allen.
You're trying to get it to Miesemann, you're trying to get it to Leilani Mitchell, and from the weak side
to the wire. I mean, they are just, it's a great rivalry continuing to build. Shakina Strickland with the ball fake, no good. And Monique Billings there. And Laney with a three, perhaps too little, too late.
And Mike Tebow has gone here with the last couple of made baskets by Atlanta to not advance the ball and to use the full court to get it in.
So it's Washington who's able to snap a 7-game losing streak as they top Atlanta.